Hello, kindergarten. It's Miss Sublett. I wanted to hop on here for our guidance lesson this month. So, we are going to go over some of our things that we learned last month really quick. What? Harvey, what? What? Oh, you think that you can teach the kids what we learned last week? All right. Do you all want Harvey to go over our lesson that we learned last week real quick before we get started on our new lesson? You would? All right, Harvey. It looks like they want you to come over here and teach them about what we learned last week. Hello, kids. So let's go over really quickly what we learned last week. Last week, we learned how to pay attention. Okay, so let's go over that real quick. What is the first thing we have to make sure we are doing when we're paying attention? We have got to use our ears to pay attention and listen to what the speaker is saying. Then we have to make sure our lips are sealed. Whoop. We shouldn't be talking. We shouldn't be laughing or whispering or anything like that. Our lips should be sealed. The next thing we have to learn is how to keep our eyes on the speaker. Just like this. Right on the speaker so they know we're paying attention. Harvey, I am so proud of you. You are doing such a good job. How did you remember all of this? I am so proud of you. Now, there's two more things. Can you remember what they are? All right, kids. The next thing is you have to make sure your body is facing the speaker and you're not fidgeting and you're not moving around and you're not going whoop, and you're not going whoop, and you're not going whoop. You have to make sure you're being still with your body facing the speaker. That way they know you're paying attention. All right, Harvey, there's one more thing. Can you remember? The last thing is you have to use your brain. You have to use your brain to listen and understand and think about what the speaker is saying. That way you can be prepared to answer any questions they may have. Wow, I'm so proud of you. You did such a great job. Give me a high five. Boop. Have you been practicing paying attention when I do the lessons for the kids? You haven't been paying attention? Harvey, how come? Well, Miss Sublett, I hate to tell you this, but you're kind of boring. Harvey, I'm not boring. The kids like me. How come you say I'm boring? Well, actually, I'd rather just be chewing on my dog bone or chasing a cat or something. Oh, well, okay. I understand that. Those both things sound very fun, but we have to be good example for the kids and we have to pay attention, right? All right, Harvey. Well, thank you for your help in our review, and we will see you next time we have a guidance lesson, okay? All right. Tell the kids bye. Bye, kids. All right, so that is how to pay attention. And today, thank you, Harvey, by the way, even though you said I was boring. So today we're going to learn why is it important to pay attention. So let's get started first with our brain builder activity. Yay! So, and I'm going to go away, let you watch the brain builder, and I'll be right back.
It's time time to build your brain. Get ready to play level 2 of song sounds. You're going to hear a song. Do the dance I tell you to do while the song is playing. Each time you hear the sound of a bell ringing during the song, raise your hand. Now here's the dance you'll do while the song is playing. Bend your knees twice. Wave your arms 4 times. Try it once together with me. Bend your knees twice. Wave your arms 4 times. Get ready to start dancing. Here comes the music. Remember, as you're doing the dance moves, listen closely for the bell sound. Each time you hear it, raise your hand. Great job!
All right, good job, guys. That was a fun brain builder. Each time it'll get a little harder, so we'll see if you all can keep up with them next time. So let's talk about why it is important to pay attention. And the two major reasons is so you can learn and so you can stay safe. Okay, so let's look at these pictures and see how they are staying safe and how they are learning. So first we have this little girl over here. Let me get my pen out. What is she doing? She's got her headphones on, which all you all have. She's got her pencil and looks like she's working on a computer. She might be doing iReady. Kind of looks like she's probably doing iReady. And she is paying attention to the screen. Okay? Her eyes are on the screen and she is paying attention to the screen. So she is learning right now, which is the reason why we should pay attention. Now, let's look at this family over here. They are getting ready to cross the street. And what is the little boy doing? What is he doing here? He is using his eyes to see if there's anything coming, right? He is paying attention to traffic so that way he could stay safe. Now, if he just ran out in the middle of the road without looking, he could have been harmed. He could have been hit by a car. Okay? He's also holding a grown-up's hand, which is good to do when you're crossing the street. He is staying safe because he is paying attention. All right, good job. Let's move on. And let's erase our wigglies here. We are going to meet Mateo, Pepito, and May today, okay? And they are going to teach us why it is important to pay attention. All right, so let's move on and we're going to watch a video So this is Mateo and his grandmother. And let's see what Mateo does and see how his grandmother teaches him how to pay attention. His grandmother's name is Abuela. Can you all say Abuela? Abuela means grandmother in Spanish.
Okay, Mateo, are you ready? We're going to make tortillas, just like my abuela taught me when I was your age. First, we press the bottom of the dough into the flour. And then we press the top of the dough into the flour. This keeps it from sticking to our hands. Then we pull the dough with our fingers to flatten it. Now you try, Mateo.
We cover the dough with flour so it doesn't stick. Then pull it flat with our fingers.
A little more flour so it doesn't stick. And then we use the rolling pin to finish the job.
Look, Abuela, I did it.
Good job, mijo. That's beautiful.
Oh, Pepito, you forgot to use flour so it doesn't stick. What a mess.
Okay, so let's talk about how Mateo paid attention to his abuela. So, what did he do? What kind of things did he do that let us know he was paying attention? Okay, he listened and he repeated what his grandmother told him, right? He listened to what she was saying and he followed directions, right? His eyes, look at his eyes here in this picture. Are they looking behind him? No. Are they looking over here at Pepito, his pet who is getting all sticky? No. He was paying attention. His eyes and his body was facing towards her. And he's learning from her. That's why he's paying attention. So let's continue on to the next clip and see what happens.
That must be your friend May. Will you answer the door, Mateo?
Hi, Mateo. Hi, May. Come on in. You're just in time to help us cook the tortillas.
¿Cómo estás, May? How are you?
Muy bien, Abuela. I'm doing well.
Before we can cook tortillas, we need to heat up the comal.
That's the flat iron pan we cook tortillas on. Cool.
And remember, even though good things come out of the kitchen, we always need to be careful because there are sharp things like knives and hot things like the stove, the oven, and even the tap water.
Pepito, are you paying attention?
Uh-oh. Let's turn that down a little.
Are you okay, Pepito?
Okay, so now Abuela is teaching us how to be safe and how to pay attention so that way we can be safe. Okay, now Pepito, he was not paying attention and he walked right onto the hot stove and almost got burned by the hot steam in the pot, right? But May and what was the little boy's name? I can't remember. But, anyways, the two kids were paying attention and they learned that there are dangerous things in the kitchen and we have to be safe. And how to be safe is learning, and how to learn is to pay attention, right? So they know now that there are dangerous things, and that's why it's important to pay attention. So let's see what happens in the last clip.
Now, let's cook some tortillas.
Okay.
Here's how to make tortillas just right and how to stay safe while you do it. We lay the tortilla on the comal, being careful not to touch it. because the comal is hot. Then, wait for it to change from white to gold.
I see it changing.
When it's nice and golden and bubbly, we flip it over with a spatula so we don't burn our fingers. Then we put it in a special basket with a lid called a tortillero. Can you say tortillero, May?
Tortillero.
That's right.
The tortillero keeps tortillas warm and soft. Fresh tortillas smell so good.
Mateo, would you like to try cooking one?
Yeah. We lay the tortilla on the comal. Then, when it's nice and golden, you flip it with the spatula so you don't burn your fingers.
Muy bien. Very good.
Nice. Can I try one?
Sure. You're a natural, May.
Okay, so it looks like both of the kids learned how to make tortillas and listened and paid attention to Abuela so they would not get burnt by the stove. And they used the spatula instead of their fingers to flip the tortilla so that way they would not burn their fingers. And they paid attention and they listened and they stayed safe because of it. All right, so let's practice. Let's see what you all have learned, okay? So here is a photo of some students. What does it look like they are doing? Something that you all are doing in kindergarten. They are learning their ABCs, okay? Now, what would happen if they decided not to pay attention? They decided not to listen, not to use their ears and their eyes and zip their lips. What would happen? You should have said, well, they wouldn't learn their ABCs. And why is it so important to learn our ABCs? So that way we can read, right? And that is another form of staying safe, being able to read signs, being able to read maps. So that way we know where we're going and we know we're always safe because we know what the signs are saying, right? So we have got to pay attention when our teacher is teaching us, okay? So that way we can learn. And learning means staying safe. All right, let's look at Landon. Landon, it looks like he is walking to school, okay? And is he paying attention? Does it look like Landon is paying attention? Because the stop guard here has his hand up, okay? And he is saying it's time to stop because of traffic is coming. Cars are coming, so let's stop. Does it look like Landon is stopping? It doesn't to me because see his arm is swinging back and he's taking a step here. So because Landon is not paying attention, he could get hurt. He can harm himself. He could get hit by a car, okay? So we have always got to pay attention to our surroundings to stay safe and to learn. Well, that is all I had today, and I hope that you all have learned a little bit about why it is important to pay attention. And it is important to pay attention so we can learn and stay safe. The two most important things, okay? And I hope that you all can learn to do that in your classrooms and throughout your whole day, okay? You all have a good week, a good day. I'll see you around the school. Bye, guys.